Today I'm watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 2, Episode 17. I can't believe we're this far into Season 2 already. I feel like Season 2 has just gone by so quickly. It's been a great season so far. Episode 16 was all about Valentine's Day, and Xander and Cordelia broke up. She seemed to be more focused about her friends' opinions at the beginning of the episode anyway. Xander decides to create this love potion, which obviously goes awry, and everybody in Sunnydale is in love with him, except for Cordelia. And then they ended up getting back together at the end of that episode. It was a bit of a rough episode for Buffy, as obviously things with her and Angel aren't in a good place right now. I'm really enjoying this season so far. I'm very curious to see what this next episode's going to be about, especially as we're getting close to the end. If Spike and Drusilla will be back in it, if Angel will be back in it, what that's going to look like. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you're ever curious about what gear I use or what's on the bookshelf, I've included a link in the description. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. That lotion poster, I'm not going to be able to watch the show and not see it now. Angelus, I guess I should say. I will also watch Angel's show when I get to the right point of Buffy, so fear not. Angel, you're just creeping outside the window. I feel like he could still go into the house, can he not? Because he was invited in. Wouldn't Buffy have to, like, kick him out or something like that for him to lose his ability to come in? Yep, there he is. Mysterious note on the pillow. Okay. Just gonna say soon. Angel loves the one-word messages. Oh, good. A creepy drawing of her sleeping. That's not upsetting at all.
This is the school library.
Since when?
Yes, third row, historical biographies.
Thanks.
That's true. Nobody actually comes into the library to take out books. It's always just them having their secret meetings. That's so funny. I obviously forgot that it was a functioning school library. As did these guys. Oh, man.
Angel once told me that when he was obsessed with Drusilla, the first thing he did was to kill her family.
Yes.
Your mom.
In a very brutal way, if I remember correctly.
You can't do that.
Yeah, the more people who know the secret, the more it cheapens it for the rest of us.
But I've got to tell her something. I've got to do something. Giles, Angel has an all-access pass to my house, and I'm not always there when my mother is.
Yeah, she can tell her mom in this episode?
Precisely.
Hey, how come Buffy doesn't get as snotty once again you boil it down to the simplest form thing?
Because Buffy's not annoying 90% of the time, unlike you, Xander.
And I want both a character printout and a copy on disc. Willow.
Okay, Willow is adorable in this. I mean, I know she's adorable all the time, but this outfit and hair combination, I need more of it.
I have the power to assign detention or make them run laps.
Hey, Will.
Tiniest bit of power has gone to her head. So cute.
I just want so badly to make all this up to you.
Aww. Yeah, I hope they can get back together at some point. Oh, man. Seems like they're working on it, but still got a little ways to go.
Going through a serious hockey phase right now. Don't tell me. He's changed. He's not the same guy.
Ha ha! Ha 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 ha! More than you know.
And what?
Oh, yeah. Angel came into Willow's house, too. Oh, shoot. Yeah, because when they were worried about that, what's his name from the, oh god, is that our fish?
Come on, love. You need to eat something to keep your strength up.
Oh, please don't eat the puppy. Please, 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 please.
Your wheels. Anything I'm not already doing, that is.
That's enough!
Whoa, I think we all know what he meant by that sentence. Yep. Oh, that precious pup. Okay, an old enemy.
What are you planning on conjuring up, if you can decipher the text?
Present for a friend of mine.
Really? What are you going to give her?
His soul.
Whoa! Okay, here we go. Miss Calendar's got this orb of Thessalis, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and can possibly bring back Angel's soul. Okay.
5 hours of lesson plan yesterday down the jury.
Oh, Willow. You're so cute. I would take a class from Willow any day.
All stuff I have in my house.
Hanging across it.
Okay, yeah, so they're hoping this will help prevent Angel from entering.
Willow, are you aware that there are no fish in your aquarium?
Oh, too soon. Too soon.
Oh. This must be for you.
Another one. Oh, man. These envelopes. He's like the creepy postman. Yep. Oh, her mom. Oh, God. No, 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 no. Not Mama Buffy.
I haven't been able to sleep since the night we made love.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I know you understand.
Okay. Okay. Well, there goes that. No.
You swear this consensus we're kissing?
Oh, shoot. That backfired, Angel.
Could I see you later?
Yes, yes. Let's talk about my house.
Is this a professional hangout or a personal hangout? I really like Miss Calendar and I want this to work out. I don't want her to be... I know she wasn't intentionally or wasn't overly honest with her intentions when we started, but I hope there's no more secrets. Somebody take this puppy, please. Miss Calendar is the one they were talking about, the ancient or the old enemy that's back. Okay. That's what I'm guessing anyway.
It's gonna work. Yes.
Oh man, how I don't miss those. For those of you who are unfamiliar, that is a 3.5-inch floppy disk before USB. Oh yeah, the dot matrix printer. We used to have those at Blockbuster back in the day. Angel, where can't he go? Who's inviting this kid everywhere?
They're so damn fragile. Must be that shoddy gypsy craftsmanship.
Come on, man. Are you kidding me? She was so close. She like just translated this thing.
It's changed since 2.5 centuries. It's a miracle.
Angel, you suck.
To restore my soul.
Vampire joke.
Looks like I get to kill 2 birds. One stone.
What does that mean?
The teacher makes 3.
No, 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 no. We're not doing this. No. Run, 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 go run.
I need to work up an appetite first.
She was just, we were just, they always dangle the carrot and then just rip it away. Oh. Why isn't she wearing like a cross necklace or like something? Come on, man. Plan ahead. Oh, nice. Bonked him. Stop running upstairs. We all know you're not going to be able to escape now.
This is where you get off. I never get tired of doing that.
That really happened? Did that really happen? No, child. Guys, come on. No, really? She's not dead, right? Like, she's gonna just, like... She's fine, right? Like, it was just... Is he going to bring her to Giles' house? No. You can't hurt Giles. Come on, man. Was Angel ever at Giles' house? Oh, also, is she going to be a vampire now? Did he turn him into a vampire? Nobody's going to be happy in this show, right? Like, just everybody's going to be miserable all the time. Upstairs. Giles, I would keep your wits about you, if you know what I mean. It's not going to be the fun times you're hoping for. It's just going to be that look on his face, and I'm just dreading it already, because it's just like a puppy, and... Yep, there it is. There it is. Yep, okay. That's the worst. That's an... He put her in his, like... He's gonna have to move. He's gonna have to burn this house down. He's like...
Mr. Giles, we need to ask you to come with us.
Oh, yeah, now they're gonna think he did it. Oh my god. You guys. No!
Procedure.
Giles can't go to jail. Can't say a vampire did it either, because that's nonsense. I'm very upset right now. That's like, that's like unforgivable. Like, I don't know how you can come back from that. Maybe Buffy should kill Angel, you know? That's where I'm at this point. Yeah. And now he's watching her reaction because the sicko wants her to see her be upset and wants to see the, like, devastation that he's caused. Because he's a sick, sick pup. It still doesn't seem real. Like, it still doesn't seem like that's actually what happened. I think Giles is gonna snap. That genius brain of his is gonna just...
Go after the fiend that murdered his girlfriend. I say faster, pussycat, kill.
That's a movie, yes. I haven't seen it, but I know the title.
What's that?
It's gonna get him killed.
Yes. I can't do that. I'm not losing Giles and Miss Calendar in the same episode. I'm just gonna call it a day.
I've got everything under control.
The only one I want to make it out of here alive is the puppy. And Giles, obviously. Yep, and you pissed him off. Oh, bonked him. Oh! Yep. Giving him the chops. Come on, Buffy. Oh, just bashing his head again. No, Giles! Come on. Oh, man.
This wasn't your fight.
She just punched Giles. Whoa. Oh, no.
It hurts sometimes more than we can bear. If we could live without passion.
There is no way I'd be going back in there. It was like a premonition. Didn't we see a scene earlier where they were all at a funeral?
What, sir? Married two people. Jenny was the first I loved.
Yeah, and she just said that she loved him. Oh.
Arise. So, I'm just gonna stick to the lesson plan she left.
Oh, yeah, the desk with all the information. Okay. Yeah, and Buffy said there's nothing that can ever bring him back, but maybe there's another one of those orbs. This episode! F! Flip the table. So that was my first time watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 2, Episode 17. I don't even know where to start. That was the worst. I hated that. Just I feel like this changes, and I've said that before when Angel had his souls taken away. I was like, well, this is going to change everything. But now this, I feel like, is also going to change everything, and I was just getting used to what happened like 3 episodes ago. So what the frick, man? And we're almost at the end of the season, and I can't imagine the season finale is going to be happy, you know, because why would that be the case? Oh man, I really liked Miss Calendar and Giles, and just my heart, it hurts. Like, I'm still like processing, and it's not going to seem real. I'm still going to expect her to show up in the next episode and be there, and it felt like she was just as usual with most of the shows by this creator. As soon as the character is about to get happy and about to, you know, fulfill some kind of personal happiness, it's just destruction. So I guess I just need to stop getting my hopes up at any possible situation, because it's probably not going to go well. She had just found this orb, she had just translated it, and then Angelus shows up and just decides to rain on her parade, basically, and destroys her life and destroys this whole plan. We did see the disc at the end still, so I'm curious to see if that comes into play in later episodes, if they've got this fully translated text. If they are able to find another orb, I'm not sure how, if it was the only one, how rare they are, I have no idea, or where you would go to find one, like Miss Calendar knew, but she obviously had that pre-existing knowledge. Maybe there's something in that book she gave Giles that will help them out later on, as Giles obviously loves books. And when Buffy's apologizing to Giles, it's just like, she obviously cares about Giles a lot, and even before in the episode she had talked to Miss Calendar and was like, I know Giles misses you. Like, she was putting her and Miss Calendar's stuff aside and was focused on Giles and Giles' happiness, because she obviously cares about him a lot. They have a great relationship, and then this happens, and it's just, I can only imagine how Buffy is feeling, knowing that if she had killed Angel, which would have taken away her happiness, obviously, but then she would have been able to prevent this situation, and then someone she cares about could have been happy. So it's an interesting concept to think, like, should she have sacrificed her own happiness to kill Angel, and then Angel wouldn't have been able to do that? I mean, obviously she didn't know that Angel would have done something like this. And as much as we knew about Angel and his very adventurous past, for lack of better terms, I don't think, from my perspective, I don't think Buffy had really realized what Angel was capable of. And this was a very sharp reminder of that he is a vampire, and he doesn't have a soul anymore, and he has gone to the dark side, as they say, and like, he is not a good guy, and he's not the version that she knows anymore, and he is clearly out for blood and just, haha, vampire joke, and is just only set on creating chaos and just hurting. And then even when he's waiting outside of their house and he's watching Buffy's face and Willow's face as they get this horrible news, like, just what sick pop does that, basically? And it's just, he's smiling because he's enjoying it so much. Like, I think this was a very harsh slap in the face reality check for Buffy, that Angel is not the person that she thought she knew anymore, obviously. And before, even I was like, no, don't kill Angel, like, maybe we'll get his soul back, because right now there is, this version of Angel in my mind can't exist much longer. Buffy's either going to have to kill him and then deal with those repercussions, I don't know, or his soul will have to be reinstated, and then having a soul will have to face the consequences of what he did when he didn't have a soul, which I think will be very hard for him to process as well, because as we know, when Angel has the soul, he cares a lot about Buffy and does the opposite of the things he's doing now and tries to make her happy and not hurt her feelings. So yeah, he's gonna have to live with all of those consequences, and just the fact that the Angelus version was so adamant to not get his soul reinstated and just went out of his way, obviously, to stay evil and to stay this version. I can't imagine how Buffy is going to respond to the situation. We saw a little bit of it at the end of this episode, but man, the next episode I feel like is just going to be the aftermath of all of this and processing. I hope so. I hope they don't like ignore it for a few episodes and then come back to it. I hope that it picks up right after this, because I feel like Miss Calendar deserves that. They deserve to have an episode where they, you know, process these things and deal with it and not just go back to like Monster of the Week or something. Giles we saw go on this like revenge streak because obviously he was very upset, and now I'm curious if he's going to end up in jail or what that's gonna look like, because the police were at his house obviously because there is a dead person in his house and he is the only one there, and it's not like Angel used a weapon or anything, he just used his hands. So how is Giles gonna defend himself? All he's gonna say is like no one's really there to reinforce that story and back it up. So I'm curious to see if Giles ever goes to the police and what that looks like, or if they just kind of keep that off camera and we just assume that he talked to the police and they believe his story that he didn't do it. And yeah, because I mean, what are you gonna say? Like, Giles knows who did it, but he can't really point it out to the police and say like, oh, this vampire did it, because he's an evil vampire. And the fact that he was able to get into Giles' house, so at some point, comment below and remind me, when did Angel go to Giles' house? It obviously must have happened, but I don't remember that scene. Maybe when he was working on the demon and all that stuff with Miss Calendar. And then thinking back to that again, Angel saved Miss Calendar's life, and she kind of used that when he had a soul, obviously, and then she used that when she's talking to her tribe of people, saying like, hey, you know, when he has a soul, he's actually not that bad, and he saved my life. And then obviously the irony of that is that when he doesn't have a soul, he will kill you. So it was just, oh man, just devastating. And I really wanted Giles to be happy, and it really felt like he was growing in his personal life, and I feel like that's maybe not an area of his life that he gives a lot of attention to. I feel like work takes up most of his time, so it was so nice to finally see him maybe have a little bit more balance in his life and, you know, possibly pursue this relationship with Miss Calendar, and now that they were getting, you know, moving back to being together. But like, and all those details, like Angel, like, I don't know how you can forgive someone for doing that, and just killing Miss Calendar was obviously horrible and just unforgivable, but the fact that he took the time to put in all those extra details is just like putting salt on the wound times 1,000. Like, Giles was smiling and he was so happy, and it was just such a painful experience as the audience, because you know it's not going to be a good ending and you know it's not going to be a good result, and to just watch Giles's face just get crushed and just his feelings just like obliterated basically. And she had just said that she was in love with him, and yeah, it's just, for me, it's the extra little details that Angel put in, like the roses and the note and like the candles, and setting up this elaborate stage just to further torture poor Giles into thinking that he was going to go have this romantic evening with Miss Calendar. And that for me is just like, I don't know how Buffy's ever going to get past that. I don't know if she knows those little details. I don't know how Buffy's going to get past that, if she can even get to a point of being in love with him again. Even if he does get his soul reinstated, will she be able to look at that person and separate the fact that he did these things? Because I feel like that would be very difficult to do. It sounds like they were able to find a spell to reverse the invitation for when vampires come over, but unfortunately, Giles was not able to get that set up in time before Angel brought over Miss Calendar. So hopefully in the future, Angel can't just be breaking into Buffy's room and leaving her creepy notes and well-drawn photos, but very creepy nonetheless. Maybe she uses artistic skills for, you know, good and not evil. Buffy's mom finds out that, well, for one, Angel and Buffy were dating, which Buffy had kept a secret, and then Angel tells Buffy's mom that Angel and Buffy had slept together, and it was just, yeah, I feel like that was a conversation Buffy wasn't really planning on having, especially with everything else going on. And it's always interesting to me to see the dynamic between Buffy and Buffy's mom, because Buffy's dad isn't in the picture a ton, and I feel like Buffy, as far as we know, Buffy doesn't have any siblings, not yet, and I don't know what's going to happen, but at this moment we don't know if she has any siblings or not. They haven't mentioned any, but so her mom is her only family really, and I feel like she wants to confide in her mom so much, and I feel like she wants to have that connection, have somebody to talk to, and she just has to keep so many things from her mom. At the beginning of this episode, I honestly thought maybe Buffy's mom was going to find out that Buffy was a vampire slayer because they wanted to protect her in case Angel showed up, which he obviously did. And I'm curious to see if she goes this entire, please no spoilers, but I'm curious to see if she goes this entire series without finding out. I hope she does, because I feel like she would be very shocked at first, but I also feel like she would understand at some point. I hope she cares about Buffy enough to be understanding, as far-fetched as it may sound and as like hard to believe, but I hope after some time she would get to a place of understanding and her and Buffy can just grow closer, because right now there's obviously a huge secret between them. Spike and Drusilla were in this episode as well. Comment below if the reasoning Spike being in a wheelchair was something to do with the actor, like is in real life. I'm not too sure, but he's been in a wheelchair for the past, what, 6 episodes, 5 episodes, something like that. So I'm curious if that was motivated for the actor as opposed to the story. I know obviously from the church falling and all that stuff happening, that's why he's been injured. And we saw he had some like scarring on the side of his face as well. They got a puppy, which normally is great news, except if you're Drusilla and Spike. So I'm very concerned about what's going to happen with that puppy. And then we saw Drusilla go to that magic store or witchcraft store at the end of the episode. So who knows if she's gonna try and bring back a soul. I can't imagine that she would. Yeah, I'm curious to see where that's gonna go, or if she's gonna try and destroy all the orbs, or if there's more, so that the souls can never be brought back. To me, what Angel did in this episode is unforgivable. I don't know how Buffy is going to respond to it. Like I said, I'm very curious to see what's going to happen in the next episode, what state everybody's going to be in, and how they're going to be processing this, if Giles is going to be on a revenge streak, if Buffy's going to be on a revenge streak, if they're going to team up and try and take down Angel and kill Angel. I know that was something they had obviously talked about before, but kind of got put on the back burner obviously, and now that they've seen the full scope of what Angel is capable of. I know Buffy obviously doesn't want Angel to hurt anybody else, especially those closest to her, and like she said at the beginning of this episode, that when Angel was pursuing Drusilla, one of the first things that he did was wipe out basically everybody closest to her. So if this is only the beginning, I'm very worried. So, but again, like if Buffy kills Angel, that's going to be huge complications as well. So yeah, there's obviously not a winning situation for anybody in this show. I think the only people who are happy are Willow and Oz, but Oz wasn't even in this episode. So yeah, just a lot. A very intense episode. I am still definitely processing the fact that Miss Calendar is dead and just the fact that Angel killed her. Like I said, I'm still processing the fact that Angel has completely switched and is no longer the character that we've known this whole show, and that he's gone back to his very bad and dark self. And then also the fact that now we have a loss of Miss Calendar. So definitely a lot of mixed feelings from this episode. Very sad, and sad for Giles, and just really wanted him to be happy, and I hope he can be happy eventually. I know it's going to take a long time. I was curious to see if they were going to actually turn Miss Calendar into a vampire, because obviously that would have, then she would still be alive in her physical form, but not be a human anymore, obviously. But then at least there would still be some kind of hope, like maybe they could bring her soul back, or like who knows, maybe she would at least still be around and part of the show. But the fact that she's gone completely, and like it was just such a quick moment, it was just such like a shocking scene to just see her and just see Angel kill her and just know that that's it. So it's a very intense episode, and I'm getting anxious thinking about how we're coming up to the end of this season, and I don't know how much more my heart can take. I just care about these characters and want them to succeed, but again, I don't know how likely that is in this universe, in this world, because like I said, nobody seems to, anytime happiness is presented, it seems to be ripped away very quickly, which, you know, is heartbreaking to watch as an audience member. But Thank you so much for sharing this first time watching with me and listening to me ramble about Miss Calendar for 15 minutes. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Oh good, a creepy drawing for sleeping. Oh god, is that our fish? We've got this orb of Thessalis. Vampire joke. They always dangle the carrot and then just rip it away. Stop running upstairs. We all know you're not gonna be able to escape now. The show, right? Like, just everybody's gonna be miserable all the time. He put her in his, like,